I am very excited because today I'm getting this baby off. I've had my name spelled wrong on Starbucks cups before. John, it's pretty easy for people to put an H in there, but not usually after the J. That's terrifying. Dude, so I was joking when I said a saw.
We're gonna go right on the top and up to the thumb and then the same thing.
Okay, where do you want?
I'll take your hand.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you first.
All right. Oh, wow. So it doesn't hurt. Okay. I see the vibration you're talking about. Yeah. That's so weird. It's like cracking a lobster.
Yep.
Oh, that feels really strange. I bet sometimes they look really gross, huh?
The hands not
really?
Too much. The feet can.
Feet get pretty bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty gross.
So hang tight. We'll be right back, and we'll get that X-ray.
All right. Okay. That's what it looks like when you haven't washed your hand in a month. Apparently, all that stuff is still in there. This is a super weird feeling. That hand looks so sad.
What happened to your wrist?
I fell off a hoverboard.
Oh my.
Isn't that so dumb? It feels super strange. It's just stiff and feels weird to move it. It still has the scab from when I landed on the pavement. Doesn't smell too fresh. I feel like it's just got a weird shape. Like it's all like, my thumb looks like the normal size, but everything else is like all crumpled and gross. So I'm back home, the cast is off, but they've got me on this removable brace now, which is about as limiting as the cast. I mean, almost. I've got to be honest and say I'm like a little bit disappointed by how limiting it is. I thought I'd have a lot more freedom back today, so that's kind of a bummer. But I am going in about an hour to get a CT scan, and that'll show more detailed how much healing there is. And the doctor said if there's at least 50% like bone-to-bone growth, like it's like 50% healed, then I can take this baby off and get back to normal, kind of. While the cast was off before I put this on, I was trying to like use this hand, and it was super stiff. I'm sure that's normal after being in a cast for a month, but I'm gonna be honest and say that was kind of disappointing for me as well. I really hoped it would feel better. I'm realizing now that my recovery is probably gonna be pretty slow, and man, that just bums me out. Also, you guys know I was in Europe for a couple of weeks. I was in Paris, Finland, Norway, Sweden, and it was a pretty amazing trip. And a couple of you have asked if I'm gonna do a vlog with footage from that trip. And I do have some footage. I have some footage I took particularly in Paris at the beginning of the trip, but I've gotta be honest, it was super gray and really cloudy and cold the whole time we were over there. And as time goes on, I'm realizing more and more that my mood is really affected by weather. I mean, living in California has been the best thing ever for that because the sunshine just makes me happy, puts me in a good mood, makes me feel positive. But when it's gloomy out, I just feel kind of depressed, and it's hard for me to be positive. It's hard for me to look at life positively. I think they have a name for that. It's called seasonal affective disorder, and I don't know if I actually have that or if I'm just moody when it's gloomy. I don't know. But throughout the course of the trip, I took less and less footage as time went on because I was just having a hard time being excited about anything. I had been away from home for a really long time, like weeks and weeks, and I was just missing home, and I was in that place where I was like just having a hard time being positive about things. And so when I'm not feeling positive or excited about life, I'm just not motivated to shoot things. I'm not motivated to take video of anything, and that means that about half of my Europe trip was just completely undocumented. I do have a bunch of footage from Paris, and I may put that together and make a little video from that. But I don't know. Sometimes I also just want to move forward, and I don't want to like look back and revisit things. So yeah, stay tuned. There may or may not be any Paris footage on the Vee.Log. There's that sunshine. It's trying to peek through the clouds, and I really feel like that's a pretty accurate metaphor for my mood. Trying to decide whether I'm excited or bummed. I got my cast off, but I'm not totally in the clear yet. And the clouds and the sun are fighting a little bit right now. This guy's a baller. I'm hearing Live Like You're Loved on the radio for the first time right now, on the way to my CT scan. That's so awesome. Sometimes God just drops little bits of encouragement into our day right when we need it. Yeah! Live like you're loved! This thing does not play. It's like Grey's Anatomy. The laser part at the beginning was the coolest part. That was like an episode of Grey's Anatomy. That thing was really cool. I don't find out any results until tomorrow, but tomorrow is a whole lot sooner than if I waited till after this next run of shows I gotta go do. So, I'm pumped about that. I'm really hoping that this thing can get rockin' and healthy as rapidly as possible. And I'm pumped that I heard Live Like You're Loved on the radio for the first time on the way over here.